Good morning, my lovely students. Today is Wednesday. The date is 18th of March 2020. Open your book, your language book, page 110. Page 110. Okay, we will answer. Read these together. Think of a good word for each gap. Okay? Yalla. Let's start. Hurricane Harry arrived at 4 o'clock yesterday morning. The wind blew off Mr. Brown's house. Blew what? The roof. ROOF of Mr. Brown's house. Mr. Brown's family spent the night in the where? School gym. The gigantic waves smashed Mr. Brown's boat and threw it into the road. The wind blew a tree onto Mr. King's lorry. Many what were injured? Many people were injured during the storm. The doctors and nurses worked through the night at the hospital. Night, GH is silent. This is exercise number 1. Read the paragraph again. Hurricane Harry arrived at 4 o'clock yesterday morning. The wind blew the roof off Mr. Brown's house. Mr. Brown's family spent the night in the school gym. The gigantic waves smashed Mr. Brown's boat and threw it onto the road. The winds blew a tree onto Mr. King's lorry. Many people were injured during the storm. The doctors and nurses worked through the night at the hospital. Now, the vocabulary. Sometimes we can group words of the same subject together. For example, teacher, school, students. These 3 words have the same subject. Okay. Exercise number 1. Discuss the meaning and circle any words to do with a hurricane. Okay, we want to circle what? The word which has the same subject with hurricane. Morning has the same subject with hurricane? No. Cyclone has the same meaning and the same subject with hurricane. Island, no. Morning, no. Beach, no. Storm, what's the meaning of hurricane? It is a strong storm. So, it has the same subject with hurricane. Devastation, yes. Destruction, it means destruction and it has the same meaning with or the same subject with hurricane. Damage, yes, because hurricane can damage everything in its path. School, no. Winds, What's the meaning of hurricane? It is a strong winds. So it has the same subject. Lorry, no. Gale. What is the meaning of gale? Gale means storm. So hurricane is a storm. So it is a gale. Circle it. Boat has the same subject with hurricane. No. Roof. No. Rain. Yes, because hurricane is a strong wind with a heavy rain. So it has the same subject with hurricane. Waves. No. Doctor. No. Nurse. No. Good morning. How are you, my lovely students? Our lesson today is a direct and indirect speech. First of all, today is Wednesday. The date is 18th of March 2020. Okay, before we took the direct speech and we said that the direct speech, when we want repeating the exact words. And there is something important in the direct speech. It is we must use the speech marks. We said that this is a boy or a man. He said, I am hungry. Okay? The direct speech of I am hungry is he, because this is a boy, he said, what the speech marks, I am hungry. Look, he said, I am hungry, and here I am hungry. We didn't change the words, so we write the exact words. Okay, what about the indirect speech? The indirect speech, we called it a reported speech. Okay, what is the indirect speech? It is reporting words. And here we didn't use a speech marks. Okay, for example, this boy said, I am hungry. The indirect speech is he said that he was hungry. Look, in this sentence, I am hungry, there is no that, there is no he, there is no was. Okay, so here we have changes. Okay, again, the boy said, I am hungry. In the direct speech, I am hungry. But in the reporting speech is that he was hungry. Okay. Okay, look at this example, teacher. This is Mike. Okay, he said a tree fell on my lorry. Okay, how we change this sentence to a direct speech and a reported speech or indirect speech? Look here. He said what? A tree fell on my lorry. Here we said he said. Don't forget the speech marks. A tree fell on my lorry. This is the full stop and the speech mark. Okay? But here we said he or Mike said that a tree fell in his lorry. So, in the direct speech, we write the exact word of this sentence and we must put the speech marks. But in the reported speech, first of all, we change the sentence, we put that, and we change his. Okay? There is no speech marks here. No speech marks. This is the difference between the direct speech and reported speech. Yes, look at the board, my lovely students. Okay, now we will write the differences between the direct and the indirect or a reported speech. We said the direct speech that repeating the what? Exact words. We're repeating the exact words without any changing, okay? But in the indirect or reported speech, we reporting the words. Yani we have some changes, okay? Especially in what we add that and what? And what? The pronoun. We change the pronoun. Okay, here. In the direct speech, we must use what? The speech marks. We must use the speech marks. But in the indirect or in reported speech, we don't use the speech marks. Okay? Then, this is the example. This is a boy again. Okay. He said what? I am hungry. The direct speech of I am hungry, he say the speech marks. Okay? I am hungry. The speech marks. But in the reported speech, we said he said that. Well, write the differences between the direct and the indirect speech. Okay? First of all, we said that the direct speech is repeating the exact words without any changing. Okay? And the indirect speech is reporting the words with it changing. We add that and what? And we change the pronoun. Number two, here in the direct speech, we must use the speech marks. The speech marks. But in the indirect or in reported speech, we don't use the speech marks. Okay? I will give you an example. I will write an example. Look. This is a boy. His name is Ali. Okay. He said, I can run fast. How we can change this sentence to direct speech? We said, Ali said, speech marks, I can run fast. Speech marks. Okay, it is very important to write. But in the indirect speech or in the reported speech, we said he said. Here we have that. We change I to he. Can run fast. Full stop. Be careful. Here we haven't speech marks. And we change. We add, that, and we change the pronoun. Thank you so much. Okay, teacher, now open your book, page 111 in your language book. We will write this box to know the differences between the direct speech and reported speech or indirect speech. Okay, we can write speech in two ways. Number one, as a direct speech, and number two, as reported speech. The direct speech, like Mike said, a tree fell on my lorry. The reported speech, Mike said that a tree fell on his lorry. What is the differences between these two sentences? The first one, this sentence is written in direct speech. Mike's exact word. Circle exact word. Exact words means without any changing are used. And here we use a speech mark. But in the reported speech, this is written in reported speech. Mike's exact words are not used. Underline not or circle not. Here we have the exact words. We use the exact words. Here we don't use the exact words. Here we must use a speech marks. Here no speech marks are used. Okay. Discuss the differences you can use in each pair of sentences. Look, the first sentence in each pair is in direct speech. So the first one, we have 4 sentences. The first one here, 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 and here, it is direct speech. But the second one here, 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 and here, it is a reported speech. So please write here, it is a direct speech. The second is reported speech. Here it is direct speech. And here it is reported speech, direct, reported, direct, reported. Okay? Now, can you tell me what is the differences between the first and the second one? Okay, I will answer the first one, the first two sentences, okay? And you must answer 2 and 3 and 4 at the same way. Look, Mr. Brown said, the wind blew the roof off my house. This is direct speech. How we know? Number 1, we write the exact words. We use the speech marks. Look here, we have the speech marks. But in number 2, Mr. Brown said that the wind blew the roof on his house. This is reported speech. How we know? First of all, we use that. We change my to his. And there is no speech marks. There is no speech marks. Okay. Move to exercise number 2. Discuss if each sentence has direct speech or reported speech. Write D or R. Number 1 is already done. I want a drink. Edward said. It is a direct speech. Why? Because we write the exact words and we have a speech marks. Number 2. Paul said that there was a bad storm last night. Do you think it is direct or reported speech? Think. What is the speech marks? There is no speech marks. So it is reported speech. Write R. Reported speech. Number 3. Dr. Lee asked Emma if her foot hurt. Do you think it is direct or reported? Where is the speech marks? There is no speech marks. Okay, so it is reported speech. And be careful, we used her. Number 4. The large waves sank my boat, Mr. West said. What do you think? It is direct or reported? Think. There is a speech marks. When we use the speech marks, if it is direct, write D. The TV reporter said that the hurricane did a lot of damage. What do you think? It is direct or reported? There is no speech marks and we use that. So it is reported. The last one. Have you seen my car? Mr. Scott asked. Here we have speech marks and it is the exact word. So it is direct. Please answer with me on your language book, page 111.